Good afternoon and welcome. We are going to show a quick video today of how to add a visualization to your Power BI report that will demonstrate how to show the last refresh time on that report. I have lots of clients who ask for this because oftentimes people will go to a report, will be happy with the data that they see, only to later realize, well, that data was a week old because maybe the scheduled refresh wasn't turned on the report, or for whatever reason, the person responsible for manually refreshing that report did not do that job. It happens sometimes. So having just a small element on the page that shows when the last refresh date was can be super helpful. So as you can see, this is a very basic report we've got here that just has two visualizations in it: project count and last refreshed. So the way that we do this is we go into transform data. If you have an older version of Power BI, then the way the button will actually say query editor. This is the newest version that I've got here, and so they decided to change the name to transform data. Same thing. Okay, so we're going to go in and we're going to see that we've got a last refresh query here. Now, super basic, you might think to yourself, well, how do I create a new query? That's fair. I can tell you that the trick that I use that's really quick is I simply right click on another one, I duplicate it, and then what I do, once it duplicates, I rename it. You can right click on it by selecting rename. Once I'm then in the one that I want to store the last refresh query data, I go into advanced editor up here at the top. And then this is the code that we're going to put in. Okay, I'm going to leave this on the screen for a minute so that you can screenshot it. But essentially all it's doing is letting the source carry one field that is going to be called last refresh. The format of that field is going to be a date time field type. And then in that field, there's going to be a function for datetime.local now. Okay, so I am on the East Coast. When I refresh, it's going to show East Coast time. Okay, and then it's going to be this source. That's the applied step in source. We're going to click cancel there, but you'd click done. Once you're done, you're going to click close and apply. Like on a cooking show, I'm going to show you what this looks like once the data has been refreshed. Just before starting this recording, I did a data refresh. Sometimes it takes 5 or 6 minutes for the data to refresh, so I didn't want to have you wait for that, but you can see this was the before, last refreshed last November 2019. And then once we run that data refresh by going here to just the refresh button, it's going to update this to the last date and time of refreshed. Of course, you can change that format if you want to not include the time. I find it particularly helpful because if it's at the very end of the day, a whole bunch of project managers could have done work in their projects. So if this was refreshed at 8 o'clock in the morning, it still might not be reflective of current data. So we hope that helps. Check out our blogs on ppmworks.com/blogs. If you look for additional information, you can reach out to us at info@ppmworks.com. Thank you.